Bentornati su Hooked on You, qui la nostra terza puntata. Continuiamo la nostra avventura, diciamo, amorosa sull'isola dei furiosi, con la cacciatrice, il trapper, il campanaro, il cosiddetto campanaro, almeno così lo chiamo io, l'amico, lo spirito, ovviamente, o la spiritessa, anche detta, e poi il nostro amico Trickster che ogni tanto compare per darci dei consigli e mostrarci i suoi favolosi muscoli. Dunque, ci eravamo lasciati qui. Vediamo un po' come continua la nostra avventura. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on the screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I am surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the last loved killer on Murderer's Island. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Ecco il trapper. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed. And serve it with one single piece of broccoli, so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Tell of your brush with that. Joke about having kids. Questo. Today was nuts. We went to Antra's secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true, I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That will never have happened on my yacht. I grinned them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. I have a little comb for the other kind. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence, no one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appétit. Don't you mean bone? Ah, bony, ok. Fatto di ossa, vabbè, hanno fatto questa battuta, questo gioco di parole. No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Ugh. Even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off of the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Li ringrazio. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly, you have no choice. Thoth cookies. Did you have a choice on how you say that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally everyone starts moving toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Ok, ci spostiamo tutti al campfire, al fuoco da campo. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Buggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skulls stuff in mother. Vabbè, ci punta insomma la sua arma. You duck out of its way, who knows that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Cerca di non annoiarci, dice il trapper. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Prizio was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Racconterò una storia. I hope it's a mystery. Eccolo. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? Romance, adventure, action, adventure. Alright, you like your Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith, just nod politely. Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby, great foundation for a story for sure. You pose. Everyone is waiting with bated breath, no pun intended. No, I was just kidding. So what's that story you want to tell? Personal. It's a bit of a love story. Is it about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily wolverine? Or about the rage killer who makes the only woman who ever believed in him witness a display of shocking violence? Not quite, it's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged there by some friends. Oh, they couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love could spark from a look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually. Except from Trickster, who has headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Ok, il Trickster non ci sta calcolando minimamente, non è minimamente interessato a noi, anche perché comunque non fa parte di questo set di personaggi, sono loro i protagonisti, sono questi 4. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Allora, abbiamo già scelto lo spirito. Io sceglierei la Huntress. Huntress, you seem raring to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Sembrava la storia di... This is the story of a man named Stanley. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot. I'm invested. A lui interessa questa... They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music, flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night and the man grew weary, but when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. "Help! I cannot stop dancing," he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin the color of algae, a rusalka, her true self. "You'll never stop dancing," she screeched at him. "My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment." The man cried out, "But it wasn't me." "Someone must pay," the Rusalka said, their voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out. The dance of death. A silence beats as everyone takes in this macabre ending. But it's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady has stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb and probably some candy for the road. Damn, does she really think that's a happy ending? I wonder what Andres is having. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Prizio, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care, we're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. Ok, va bene. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment, dice Dwight. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen? Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up that. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up that thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She is strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tube so I can soak this bud, while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that thieves' activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to some place more secluded Prizio is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you, for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives? Or, you know, some special project we might have going? You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you add off with an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chance to date around like this before your time on Murderous Island come to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. with that name either. But with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to exploring Trickster because, that guy. Sempre l'Antres. Antres, you know I had a feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Antres licks her lips as the eyes you up and down. You never felt like a little piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you into something special. Ma ci vuole mangiare la cacciatrice, attenzione. You and Antres whisk yourselves away to the bar, and when you arrive you find an arrangement of arts and craft supplies. And are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Antres' head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Eccolo, il bibitone. Antres sends you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drag you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Antres' little toy, and the conclusion is, bombs away. You pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present, a mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? Rabbit mask? Angler fish mask? Fluffy cat mask? Rabbit mask. One just like yours, please. Well, that's not very creative, is it? Antres is annoyed, but then her face lights up. Or wait, is this brilliant? We can use this as a tactical advantage. Like there's two of us, we can attack from both sides. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone in my skimpy pajamas. Antres winks at you. These drinks are making me pretty sleepy. Should we just get out of here, maybe go directly into your bed? No, that's not tonight. That's not how tonight goes. I mean, it's not how it's supposed to go. Not yet, at least. Haha, you cookie kids. Soon. Antres, you've got lots of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes on or chasing survivors, maybe just a thought. Making more masks or making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making our victims die fast, medium or slow deaths depending on the mood we're in. It's another round of be careful what you wish for on Murderous Island. Dwight, I need your help. Doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind, meet you there. I'm talking about mycology. You know mushrooms? I've picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you two mushrooms. You point at the one that's safe to eat. Ok, that sounds easy enough. Direi questo. No, questo ci viene la diarrea. This one is very easy, I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. Correct. That's a chanterelle. It sounds fancy and it tastes as fancy too, just like a certain someone I know, I bet. Nom nom nom. Final question, which one will make you jump for joy and which will make you vomit until you die? Correct, that's a green cracking russola. Sure, it might look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its cross-green cap. Your evening is exactly as it appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. Alright, let's see here, tabulating your answers and... Not great, not all wrong, but it only takes one poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you'll just need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly in your mouth. Antres claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you spend time with the forest bumpkins such as myself. You're no bumpkin, you're a strong independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Antres leaps on you, knife to your throat. I'll demean myself if I want to. She's angry but also turned on. This is pretty odd. We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. Okay. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl, you know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Prizio chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round robin are we talking? No, not to it, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream day they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it. Even if in this case it's a subtle tick-dick. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So Prizio, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much, I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it, and if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Sorry, anyway, right? Well, I don't know, I really prefer to just tell Prizio privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with this game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Prizio? Wraith considered this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowered his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special, the kind of thing we will really bond, and maybe finally get off this island, and maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. It has, spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so it's Raid tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know when it's gone. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing, because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Beh, certo che sceglierò te, cacciatrice. Abbiamo cominciato con te, finiremo con te questa run. Confident, mysterious, I like it. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a well night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break, and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderous Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. Do you dare to even try? You mean, that's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who is gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings, someone dangerous. What's gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, that at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere, she floats, and I hear she can disappear, hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss, so which sociopath are you eliminating? El Trapper. This was very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me, you are eliminated. That's fair, honestly though, I don't care, you suck. But not in a good way, you bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you, which I was totally going to do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though, out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Prizio when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Oddio, lo mandano con... Oddio. Their own mostly new trickster body pillow, the next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And now do we know? Because I tried it. That's right, it's white tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Prizio. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing that you've done what you've done? No, not because of the guilt, I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two, schedule. Ok, abbiamo eliminato il trapper e domani abbiamo un appuntamento con la cacciatrice. Facciamo il riassunto della giornata. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our losers. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs to go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in a newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a chance. I don't really know what's happening here, I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Prizio, sorry I forgot, I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well, at least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting, and I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? No, not even a little. Does the volume of words I spent talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. Ma se lo spirito non se ne frega niente, che parla a fare, però. Tanto rumore per dire che non è interessata, però parla più degli altri, vabbè. What? No, you're not a part of this, you don't get a confessional. It's cool, man, I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine, I'm my own machine. Perfetto, levati allora dalle scatole. This whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes, and kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama, lawyers take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that tricksters say that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost. Don't you say it. Look, we get it, you're very popular in the man, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface! Come on, whatever, I don't even care, I'm the trickster. See you around, Prizio, you too, narrator. Oh, I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously. They don't pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it is not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's a thing you're getting all wet, now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean, do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? Not you two. This wasn't meant to be confessional time for literally every characters in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything, we've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that You know what, I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what it's gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade, you cheated on an algebra test once. Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being will do this? Please erase me from this existence, make it so I was never born, pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get it to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes. Yikes. Huh? That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are we gonna do? You let the camera roll enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so eat the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in this show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Prizio. It can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out, and you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward, don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? That by daylight doesn't do, friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've seen the sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling a little figurine of your last night while everyone else was asleep. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. Ok, ci confermano che la Huntress del resto abbiamo lavorato sempre solo con lei, su di lei. You make your way over to the row of hutches. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite a 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Prizio, what do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing, the thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose, but no roses. They're such a cliché at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Perfetto. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. Their thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Prizio, would you like to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Yo turned to Huntress. She never looked more appealing. Her kaftan dress ruffles behind her. In the light morning breeze, a seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a peachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowy dress, probably to save for lunch. Sick. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead, she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she just stuck her tongue out and all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting to really participate even though survivors matter too, while you go off and have a grand old time. Yeah, just Claudette and I hanging out, no one competing for our love. Wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery, but go, have a blast. Ok, si levano questi due. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves, this is a pretty perfect morning. Just you and Huntress. Hey cuties, oh, Ocean's here too. Did you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky ocean always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure you're okay here in the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And Trickster replaced all of the island drama men with party drugs, so wait, how did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than two of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver, hold the orange juice, of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us, set the mood? You hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of an old Russian lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. Sounds a lot like something hunters may vibe with. Very clever of you to request it. The boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress' hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he looks from all the way out there. Huntress squishes his head between their fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both, the chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get back here. He's not wrong. Hey Claudette, take us our father. Aye, Captain. Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Nothing but the cove of a seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. I made that mask you asked for. I almost forgot, but I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get a mask of your own. No other reason. Here you go. Che carina. Uguale alla sua. It's perfect. You put it on, it fits your face like a face glove. You gaze at Andres through the eyes of the mask, a swell of emotion surges through you. One has become two. Rabbits be multiplying, even in mask form. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You couldn't cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes and narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at a cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the blood stains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean, Stop backseat ominous narrating. Stay here, don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Se ne va. Alone in the cabin, what to do? Clean up, everybody do your share. You half expect a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting in and help you, but they don't, because this isn't some fantasy, this is greedy, this is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all the adorable birds and cute little mice. So you put her around the room by yourself, organizing Andres' various trinkets collection. Old bottles over here, discarded vintage doll parts over there, various keys that don't open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace for no reason at all. You're certainly not imagining all the naughty things that could go down on such a blanket. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and stretch up shoulders. I thought we could get warm by the fire. She wags a finger at you, a bunny-licious smirk on her face. Not so fast, so I have a favor to ask. The other killers stole some of my things. I think they're just jealous of my awesome collection. They're so petty sometimes, and we're talking about some of my favorite things, some things that have special meaning to me, maybe to this island. But hey, we do all prey on innocent victims for a living. I can forgive petty theft, but I do still want my stuff back. For a living? Does somebody pay her to do this? That'd be a twist, but perhaps more importantly, why am I still trying to untwist all this ridiculous lore? I gotta learn to go with the flow like you do, Prizio. The thing is, they're totally freak out if they catch me trying to steal my stuff back from them. I was thinking, maybe you could be the one who went and got it all back for me. I'll follow close behind just in case anything too terrible happens, but you gotta lead the way. Huntress coyly drags her two across the floor beneath her. Her legs are so powerful, she practically rips up a floorboard. What do you say, hero? Aiutiamola. How dare those monsters, of course I'll help you. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of a Nicolas Cage masterpiece, you can definitely count me in. Let's go, I'll be your guardian angel, you never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Andres by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on your own way out the door. It feels good to have a quest, thrilling, but part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yoked arms and you'll swoon, your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. Where do you want to start? There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress, you're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? Ah, anche il trickster, il trapper, lo spirito, il campanaro. Cominciamo dalla caverna del trapper. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave due to the whole, trap-based character Dem is going on. You can rest assured that either one or both of these pathways is filled with traps. You turn to Andres for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. Through the forest, I guess you're going to have to... Andiamo attraverso la foresta. Underground, I mean, come on, putting yourself in the ground voluntarily, that's just asking to be buried. Dead, alive, does it matter? The surface is where you belong. The light cascading through the leaves of the trees, it casts a hazy glow as you wander into the brush, leaving the cabin behind. But no matter, this is Huntress' domain, You think they'll keep you safe, eh? Well, you thought wrong. As soon as you take a step off a beneath path, it lands in some trapper bear trap, ti pareva. He swore it gotcha. You can hear his maniacal laugh as you bleed out. Ha ha ha, you step in one of my bear traps that I swore I'd catch you with. I just say that. I've seen a lot of trapped animals and I can confirm it gotcha and well, crap. It's fatal. Darn it, trapper, not again. Siamo morti. Ci riproviamo. Dicevamo, invece della foresta scegliamo l'underground tunnel. Underground, huh? Sounds secretive. No one can stop you if they can see you. That said, no one can rescue if they can hear your scream. And nobody will need to waste time burying if you're already underground when you die, but you're not gonna die, are you? Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you manage to make your way along distinctly uncaught by any trap, rusty bear or otherwise. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. I got this. You're doing great. You're not at all afraid? Oh man, I gotta say, it is up there among the nicest damp and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress' bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own, which is good, because you're going to need it if you're going to head through that very murdery looking passages ahead. Okay. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave, dripping water echoes all around. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of your way or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time, you'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a minigame. A minigame? How unexpected, how playful, how about you play it right now? Find Huntress' lost shiny thing. Peels them eyes, you're on the hunt now. Sono pronto. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Più o meno. Ah, non male. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. You did it. You found my lost shiny object. I'm so grateful. I could kiss you right now, but I won't because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave and is still over in that shadow watching us. Later, Trapper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Come on, Prizio, let's hurry to the next place. Ok, siamo riusciti a recuperare la penna. A shiny thing. It's just a regular old pen, but we don't need to point it out. She's happy, and isn't that all that matters? Sì, conta solo che lei sia felice. There are 4 key. Ok, abbiamo fatto il trapper. Io direi di investigare. Mi lascerei il trickster e lo spirito per la prossima volta. Facciamo così. Andiamo dal campanaro. When you arrive at Wraith's oddball hangout zone, you immediately understand why they call it the cosmic dump. They being me, obviously. It's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this space. Also, it's a damned mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. There, the very air you breathe makes you feel that you're part of something much larger. I'm going to hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You'll know it when you see it because it's extremely shiny. Oh, how long you have been standing there? Are we even really there? I don't have time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon, I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. So you're trying to figure this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure, it's a Wraith we're dealing with after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it you can see a far-off island in the distance. Okay. Holy smokes, is that... Sorry, I actually have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me? It's IP Island, where all the coolest killers from intellectual properties that we are legally obliged not to mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. That's not even all. Zoom in over there. Eccolo. Ghostface. Is that Ghostface? I said not to name them. Oh jeez. Now I'm gonna have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges by the hour. I'm sorry, just kinda popped up. I'm telling you something crazy is going on here. I'll let you know I wasn't trying to steal anything from Andros. I was just looking for answers, but also occasionally losing said answers. Yeah, that's right, the thing you're looking for I can't actually find, so good luck I guess. Oh good, a minigame. I haven't seen one of these before in the past 10 seconds. Andiamo. È andata male questa volta. Non male. Perfetto proprio. Ottimo. You see an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. You found it, so shiny. I knew I could count on you, Prizio. And that's saying something because I literally never learned to count via any traditional system of numbers. Let's get out of here. Ah, occhiali rotti, vecchi occhiali rotti, anche bruttini. It's hard to believe that these old glasses really mean anything special, but a lady like Huntress deserves whatever she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Will she wear them over the mask or under? Hey, that's not just some junk, those are my reading glasses. I just subscribe to highlights. Ok, abbiamo recuperato 2 oggetti su 4. Perfetto, which one will you investigate? Ci restano lo spirito e il trickster. Direi che li continuiamo la prossima volta, cioè esploreremo i nascondigli, insomma, i rifugi di questi killer. La prossima volta ci possiamo fermare qui con Hooked on You e continuiamo, ci rivediamo nel prossimo episodio, il quarto. Grazie a tutti e alla prossima.